Hello, FitBUzz Nation. I bet many of you have sometimes wished for a more toned and lean belly, right? If you've been searching for effective ways to tackle that stubborn belly fat, especially if you're new to the whole fitness scene, then you've come to the right place. We all know how challenging it can be to start this journey with so much information out there. Deciding what advice to follow can be a bit overwhelming. But guess what? Today, we've got something special for all our FitBUzz Nation buddies out there. We're diving deep into a guide specifically crafted for beginners, shedding light on 5 essential tips that, believe it or not, many books skip over. These tips aren't just some random advice. They're crucial stepping stones to ensure you're heading in the right direction towards achieving that dream belly. So, whether you're a newbie or someone who's been trying for a while without much success, hang tight, because these strategies might just be the game changer you've been waiting for. All right, let's break things down a bit so everyone can get a clear picture of what we're talking about. Imagine our body as a car, and the fuel it runs on is the food we eat. Now there's this specific fuel strategy called the ketogenic plan, or keto for short. When we follow this plan, our main goal is to change the type of fuel our body uses. Instead of running mostly on sugars from carbs, we want it to burn fat. And when it starts burning fat, it produces something called ketones. Think of these ketones as evidence that our body is in high gear, burning more and more fat. When we've got lots of these ketones, it's a sign that we're doing things right, and our body has entered a state called ketosis. Now, to make sure our body stays in this fat-burning mode, we need to be careful about what we eat. That's where macronutrients, or macros, come into play. These are like the major categories of food our body needs. On the keto plan, it's crucial to limit our carbs, kind of like putting a speed limit on a road. We want to keep it below 20 grams a day to get the best results. Then there's protein, which is like our body's building block. Depending on how big you are or how active, you'll eat between 3–6 ounces in each meal. Lastly, fats are super important. Even if it sounds surprising, we want a whopping 75% of our daily calories to come from fats because, remember, on keto, fats become our main fuel source. Let's talk about a cool way to succeed when you're trying to eat healthily, especially if you're keeping an eye on your carbs. Carbs are like the energy-giving foods we eat. Think of stuff like bread and pasta. But not all carbs are created equal. Here's a tip. Instead of getting super stressed about counting every single carb you eat, why not focus on getting them from the right sources? This is where vegetables, especially the leafy green ones, come into play. Think of foods like spinach, lettuce, and kale. These veggies are packed with something called fiber, which is super because it doesn't make our blood sugar jump up and down like sugary snacks do. Imagine having a big bowl of salad. Sounds simple, right? But this isn't just any salad. I'm talking about a massive one that's about 7 cups big. The cool thing about these salads is they're not only filling but also super nutritious. When you eat this way, you're giving your body lots of good stuff, and you can keep those pesky side effects away, especially if you're trying something like the keto diet. But remember, just like you wouldn't put any random gas in a car, don't just put any dressing on your salad. Go for dressings that are low in carbs. That way, you get to enjoy the crunchy goodness without going off track. And guess what? You're also getting lots of added nutrients with every bite, which is like a bonus level in a video game, but for your health. When we talk about proteins, we often think about foods that help build our muscles and keep us strong. You know, foods like chicken, beef, and fish. But did you know that not all proteins are the same? Some are lean and some have more fat in them. Now, you might be thinking, aren't fats bad for you? Well, not always. Fats can be a good thing when chosen correctly, especially when it comes to protein sources. So, here's a cool tip for you. Next time you're thinking of grabbing a piece of chicken instead of picking the lean chicken breast, why not go for something a bit fattier like the thigh or drumstick? You might wonder why you'd want to do that. Here's the thing. Fatty proteins like those drumsticks and thighs are great because they don't make our insulin levels shoot up as quickly as the lean ones do. Insulin is like a messenger in our body that helps manage our blood sugar. We want to keep it steady, not let it jump up and down too much. So, by choosing fattier proteins, you're actually doing your body a favor. It's like giving it a smoother ride on a roller coaster instead of those big, scary drops. Plus, many people find that these fattier cuts of meat are juicier and more flavorful, so you're in for a tasty treat too. Diving into a new eating plan like keto might seem a little overwhelming at first, especially when you hear that you should eat more fats. Wait a minute, more fats? Yes, you read that right. But we're not talking about just any fats. We're focusing on the healthy ones. Foods like avocados, nuts, and olive oil are perfect examples. The awesome thing about these fats is that they help you feel full and satisfied for a longer time. So, imagine eating a meal with these yummy fats and not feeling hungry again for hours. This can be super helpful, especially if you're thinking of giving intermittent fasting a shot. Intermittent fasting is when you choose certain hours of the day to eat and others to fast. By combining a low-carb diet like keto with intermittent fasting, you can turn your body into a super-efficient fat-burning machine. Cool, right? As time goes on and your body gets used to this new way of eating, you might notice that you're not as hungry as you used to be between meals. That's a good sign. When this happens, you can take it easy on those extra fats in your meals. This way, your body will start burning the fat it has stored up. It's like having a backup energy supply. Just think of all the benefits you're getting from making these smart food choices. Starting a new diet like keto can be super exciting. You're all geared up to make healthier food choices and possibly shed some pounds. But there's a catch. It's really important to make sure you're still getting all the nutrients your body needs. Because when you're cutting certain foods out of your diet, you might be missing out on some essential vitamins and minerals. And if you're trying intermittent fasting on top of that, which means you're eating during certain hours and not eating during others, it's even more vital to pack as many nutrients into your meals as possible. So, how do we make sure we're getting everything we need? One awesome trick is to use nutritional yeast. It sounds a bit odd, but it's a tasty ingredient that's packed with B vitamins, which are super important for our body's energy and overall health. Then there's the magic of sea salt. Unlike regular table salt, sea salt has lots of essential minerals that our bodies crave. So, next time you're cooking, sprinkle some onto your meals. And speaking of minerals, did you know that when you eat big salads, your body needs more electrolytes? Electrolytes are minerals that help our muscles work and keep us hydrated. So, make sure to keep your electrolyte levels up, especially if you're enjoying those delicious leafy greens. Making these simple changes ensures that even while dieting, your body stays happy and healthy. Diving into a diet can be a real game changer, but the secret sauce, making it a part of your everyday lifestyle. So it's not just a temporary change, but a lasting one. Think about all those yummy treats you love. There's always a way to enjoy them without all the extra carbs. Like, imagine finishing a delicious dinner and still getting to savor a piece of chocolate. The good news is, there are low-carb chocolates out there that taste just as delightful as the regular ones. Take Lily's chocolate, for example. It's a sweet treat, but without all the extra carbs. So it's totally possible to live a low-carb life and still indulge in your favorite delights. By finding and incorporating these alternatives into your daily routine, you're not just on a diet, you're embracing a healthier and yummier way of living. In wrapping up, diving into the keto lifestyle is so much more than just shedding some extra pounds. It's about embracing a holistic journey towards a healthier, happier you. With the right commitment, you'll not only see a transformation in your body, but also feel the change in your mood, energy levels, and even thinking. But like every good journey, having a roadmap makes all the difference. And that's what these 5 vital tips are for, guiding you every step of the way. If you found value in this, we at FitBUzz are here to support and guide you continuously. Please, if you've enjoyed and benefited from this content, give it a like, share it with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to FitBUzz for more insightful tips and guides on your wellness journey.